Welcome to La Pata. This is our hotel here in Chiang Rai, and we're just having breakfast. And they have a decent buffet, which not all the hotels we've had on our trip have so far. But spread and what else to tell you? So let's take a look. I think I could go for a waffle. So let's take a look at some of the interesting signage they have here. And we noticed one here that was kind of funny. Good morning breakfast, heat with the toaster for more tasty. So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Should I do it? All right, here we go. Hope the oven makes it more tasty. I don't know how that can happen, but maybe it's a magic toaster. Could be.
And where are we going after breakfast?
Oh, we're going to the White Temple. There's a White Temple and a Dark Temple on the outskirts of Chiang Rai. So that's where we're going after breakfast.
So Dan's not sure if it's more tasty or not because he can't get it out of the machine.
Right.
It sounded so easy. So we had to call the lady over and she's trying to get it out. Hey Dan, how'd you screw up a waffle?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Somehow got stuck in there. I don't think I put the syrup on before. That would have been bad. But
well, they said it was more tasty. They didn't say it was more easy.
Right. Give up on tongs. So just imagine how chopsticks would be if you can't handle these.
You thought that was going to go smoothly.
Yes. Not very.
Okay.
Trials and tribulations of travel. All right, so we're at the White Temple. Construction began in 1999, and 18 years later, they're still working on it. Pretty impressive. Let's take a look inside. Okay, so here at the entrance to the White Temple, we're in the hell section. People have told me to go to hell, but I didn't think it would happen this quickly. But anyway, and you can see in the middle, there's actually a middle finger with the red nail polish. Nicely done, actually, by the way, for someone in hell. Those are all the hands of the people who have been sent to their version of hell. And how nice. And they get to greet you when you come in. Isn't that great? So, okay, on to the next part.
So this is what it looks like right from the front. We're not going to be allowed to take any photos or videos inside, so we thought we'd do what we could outside so you can see the intricate detail and level of craftsmanship that has taken 17 or 18 years to build, and they're still working on it. There's actually 40 people, in addition to the artist himself, who are working on it right now. They're in the back somewheres, and they're still working on it. So they still got a few more years to finish. I'm not sure exactly what else they're going to do, but we're going to go inside in a minute, and I don't think we're going to be able to videotape in there, so we'll probably see it on the other side. Alright, so we just got out of the first part of the White Temple. We weren't allowed to film in there, but the outside had the depiction of good and evil in the afterlife. The inside of the temple is actually quite different than any other temple we've been to in Thailand. It actually has a depiction of good and evil since 1999 when he started creating this temple. It has good and evil from movies, ironically, and it has good and evil from real life, and in some cases they're actually combined. So one of the things we found unusual in there, he actually has a picture of the Twin Towers. And what did he put next to the Twin Towers? What actually caused the Twin Towers to fall down?
He had one of the more subtle things he had was a gas. One of the things used when you put gas in your car wrapped around the Twin Towers, the hose.
Gas pump hose.
Seeing that was partially the fault of
and
that.
What else actually crashed into the Twin Towers that caused it to fall down?
And then the real reason, Angry Birds. Yeah. He actually had a couple Angry Birds flying.
Yeah, there's actually an Angry Bird flying into the Twin Towers that apparently is the fault of all this. I don't know why they have been hiding that from us for, 16 years now?
Right, some kind of conspiracy
and yet
theory.
In Chiang Rai, we finally get to the bottom of what the government is really covering up, which is Angry Birds.
Angry Birds,
Angry Birds caused 9/11. You heard it here first, folks. If you want to see it in person, you'll probably have to come here to Chiang Rai to see the White Temple, unless we can find a photo of it from somebody else and stick it in this vlog. So we'll see.
See what we can find, but still you should be planning your trip here, but we'll see what we can find.
Yeah, crazy temple. So there's a little bit more. We may or may not be able to photograph in there, so let's take a look at the rest of it. Okay, so this is the back side of where we just came out of. the White Temple. And then the rest of the buildings behind here basically are not finished. You can see this one is fairly plain compared to the ornate outside of this first one. And so he has several more buildings they're going to work on over the next who knows how many years. And eventually all of these, still very nice but not super fancy buildings, are actually going to have the fancy outside of the first one. That last one in the back is representative of somebody who gets cremated and dies and gets put in there. I don't know if anybody's actually planning to get put in there, but that's just more of a symbol of what they're intending with that. To raise money for the White Temple, they have a bunch of these. I don't know if you can see these. They're very small. There's literally thousands of them on here and probably 1 million of them altogether. And we're going to make some, and they're going to actually make a whole nother layer around here. We're going to write our name on it or something, and you're supposed to have good luck. It costs about $1. Here's the one we just got, and it's supposed to bring us good luck, so we'll see what happens.
Okay, so we donated about $1 each to the Temple Society here, and in return we got a little ornament that we're able to write a little our name, maybe a wish, something like that. The date we're here to kind of commemorate our visit. Kind of a neat detail that they have set up here.
Okay, so we hung up our little thingies, I don't know what they call them, on that tree back there. We couldn't actually say anything because the loudspeaker was blaring. But in any case, we have them up there.
Right.
And hopefully that brings us good luck. What do you think, what would constitute good luck? An awesome lunch?
Yes, a great lunch, large lunch.
Okay, so we're setting our sights not too high. We just want to have a great lunch, which is going to be coming up a little bit later. And that's it. So we'll let you know if we felt like we had good luck or not.
We'll let you know. Okay, so the artist of this amazing temple actually lives here on the grounds in this golden colored house, the golden house. And it's supposed to have some amazing bathrooms. We're not sure if we can take a picture inside, but we're going to give it a try. Okay, so inside the bathrooms, we weren't able to shoot video, but we took some pictures. Pretty amazing stuff, huh? Wacky, wacky bathroom. Only in Thailand, I guess, you might find this. Okay, so wrapping things up here at the White Temple, on our way to the Black Temple. Got some super iced coffees here, the mother of all iced coffees, and some fruit, which they actually wanted it to blend and turn into a frap, but we stopped them just in time. You can see the straw hole there. I had no idea they were thinking of doing that. So, all right, on to the next temple, and don't forget to hydrate.
This is actually the ground level. Actually, if I'll pan over here, you can actually see this is the outside. And the first level of his house, or the ground level, is actually open. And he used to eat under here with these extremely fancy chairs that are made out of horns. He had apparently over 1,000 of these type of buffalo horns, I think water buffalo.